When it comes to making your face as attractive as possible, there is one absolute thing that is the most important thing when it comes to looks maxing, and this is going to be facial fat and facial bloating. If you have any amount of facial fat, facial bloating, it will ruin your facial aesthetics unlike anything else. So today's video, I'm going to tell you step by step how to get a lean, chiseled face, how to get those cheekbones, that jawline to pop like freaking crazy. So without further ado, let's get it. One of my favorite actors of all time is going to be Christian Bale. Now, Christian Bale, for example, in American Psycho and the Batman films, has a very handsome, very Chad-like face. But then you watch him in some of his other films, and he's at a much higher body fat percentage, and it makes him ugly. He looks like the creepy, ugly dude that women are scared of. He's trying to pay women to do gross things with. The thing is, man, I cannot tell you how freaking important it is to be at the proper body fat percentage. And I say this over and over and over, but it seems like you guys still don't get it. The people who hate on my videos, the people who say looks maxing is cope, all this stuff, they always have too much body fat. You guys don't know. Even if you're at 15% body fat right now, which is lower than the average, you can still not see your facial aesthetics because you have too much fat. So if you want to optimize your facial aesthetics, you have to get between 8 to 12% body fat. And now I've said this as well. Every single person's face is going to look different at different body fat percentages. This means that some people look best at 12%. Some people look best at 6%. It's going to vary person to person. So get the discipline to actually lean down with a consistent caloric deficit, proper macronutrients, and you will see your face truly become handsome and see all of the definition. Whenever you eat carbohydrates, believe it or not, they actually hold water within the body. Now, last year, roughly about 7, 8, 9 months ago, I don't know, I don't keep track, I changed my diet to where I cut out carbs completely. And not just carbs, everything, vegetables, all that crap. All I eat now is going to be meat and eggs and cheese. So I am on the carnivore diet, and I have never seen my face change more in my entire life because you're reducing facial inflammation and at the same time shredding water weight within the body, more specifically the face. So if you want to get that chiseled face, just like a male model, I highly advise you to try out the carnivore diet. Cut out the carbs, stop eating all this stuff, and the more research you actually do, the body really doesn't need carbs because whenever you cut out the carbs, the body actually starts using stored body fat as a fuel source and it converts it into glucose within the body. So eating the carbohydrates honestly is quite pointless. And if you're anything like me, I believe I have an undiagnosed autoimmune disease, and whenever you have this, obviously facial bloating and other symptoms is always going to pop up. So consider changing the diet, but like I said with the first point, a lot of you guys don't really have the discipline to do that because the carnivore diet is one of the most intense diets you could ever practice. The gua sha is perhaps one of the most overrated tools when it comes to reducing facial inflammation. It does help quite a bit. Pretty much it drains the face of any fluids that are going to be puffing up the face, making you look less attractive. Now this one is an electronic gua sha. Going with the fancy route, and literally I'll just put this on my face just like that whenever I'm feeling a little bit bloated. You want to go all the way down to the neck and drain out all those fluids. And this is going to help give your face a much slimmer, more aesthetic look. But like I said with the other things, man, it's not the magic, all-powerful thing to do because I believe the carnivore diet and being at the healthy body fat percentage is going to be like 95% of all of this. But these extra strategies will help you get that lean and defined face. Just like nobody's optimizing their facial aesthetics, trying to look as handsome as possible, everyone is also not optimizing their high growth genetics because 92% of you guys, 92% of Americans have vitamin and nutrient deficiencies, which shuts down IGF-1 human growth hormone, which means this actually closes the growth plates. Now, the best solution is obviously to pick up Titan Growth 2.0 on kalosique.com, my website, my company, which has 500 to 1000% of all your daily requirements so that you do not have any vitamin deficiencies, so that you can optimize that high growth, be as tall as freaking possible. Let's say your genetics, you could be 5'9", but if you optimize it, perhaps you can hit 6 feet tall, maybe a little bit taller. So do not wait, man. Time is not on your side when it comes to high growth. And don't forget to pick up Aries Rage. Aries Rage contains boron, zinc, tanga ali, maca root, oyster extract to make sure that you optimize your testosterone. Scientifically proven to boost testosterone by up to 37%, which even if you're not trying to grow taller will be freaking insane just in general. And don't forget to join Kalos Academy, kalos.academy. Right now I'm doing a huge sale. So I've got my 3-hour looks maxing masterclass, 2-hour high growth masterclass, and right now I am doing my female nature masterclass. So join now before it is too late. This one should be a given, but simply if you are not drinking enough water, you have too much sodium into the body, and you are drinking alcohol on a consistent basis, these are the easiest ways ever to bloat up the face, man. So you want to be drinking 1 to 2 gallons of all natural spring water every single day. You want to be peeing constantly throughout the day to where your pee is crystal clear, just like a river. And then the sodium, the key is actually not to go low sodium, but you want a consistent level of sodium, and you don't want the sodium being from crappy food. Like for example, if you eat some steak and eggs with some Himalayan salt, the Himalayan salt is extremely beneficial. But if you get some McDonald's super high in sodium, obviously the sodium's not going to be beneficial. So you want to have consistent levels of sodium and do not have it from bad sources. And the alcohol, you ever notice how whenever you go out on a night out, you wake up the next day, you got that moon face, your face is ugly, you don't look good, man. So I think it's best to avoid alcohol. Typically I only drink maybe a couple times a year. I try to keep it as minimal as possible. I don't remember the last time I was drunk, as I personally don't like the feeling. So if you do drink, I would top it out to perhaps 2 drinks per week, and avoid beer at all costs. All that wheat is not going to be on your side. Every single week I hit the sauna roughly 3 to 5 times per week. It's perhaps one of the most beneficial things anybody can possibly do for themselves. It's going to cleanse the body of all the toxins, and most of all, it's going to flush out all of that excess water as well. So I will hit the sauna. I actually go sauna, ice bath, just like that, and then I chug tons of all natural spring water in between. This makes sure that I'm completely flushed out of all the BS. I don't have any water retention, and I'm looking freaking amazing. Rah! Last but not least, we're going with the Patrick Bateman ice mask. Now with the ice mask, I really only like to do this whenever I have extra facial bloating. I'm not looking as handsome as usual. Maybe I had more sodium, a little bit too much water, but I got a photo shoot coming up. I want to look handsome as hell. Boom, boom, boom. You whip out that ice mask. You wear it for perhaps 15-20 minutes. This one is dope because the inside is soft, so it's not going to like burn your skin because it's too cold. And I would just chill with it, maybe drink some coffee, sit on my phone while I have this ice pack on. So I think it's amazing for facial bloating, and it's going to give you a slimmer face overall, make you look a lot more handsome. So that is it for today, man. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I love you with all my heart. Peace.